The first time I guested on this show, Gary Collins asked me to dance. I think he was very surprised when I said, yes.
Would you grace us with a little bit of a time step? Because I understand you do an awfully good time step. Huh?
If you can do it with
I'll
me.
do it with you. Okay. All right, here we go. Fast enough or slow enough? Whenever you start. I'll start with you, sir.
All right.
I always have to do this before I...
Well, today we have another surprise for you, but first, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the host of the show, Gary Collins.
Doesn't she look wonderful? She looks so happy, but Friday nights... Ooh, look out.
What do you mean by Friday nights?
We know what you do on Friday
I know
nights.
you do.
It's terrible. Listen, let's tell the folks what we have on our program today. You want to help out?
Sure, I'd
Good.
love to.
All right, here we go. Our travel series continues as we go around the world with the irrepressible hosts of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. We're talking about Robin Leach.
And what happens to babies born to women in prison? We'll find out as we hear a wonderful organization called Heartline.
And our weekly AIDS report continues as we try to find an answer to the question, how safe is safe when it concerns use of condoms?
And you know what? Next week is Halloween. Ooh, I love that. So today, a scary look at the latest Halloween fashions hosted by a very beautiful Morgan Brittany.
What kind of costume is she wearing?
I'm not going to tell, and I won't tell you what I'm wearing
Is
either.
it short? Is it skimpy?
I wouldn't answer that for all the
Does
tea.
it glow in the dark?
I will not
I don't
answer
know.
that. It will
What-
incriminate.
All right. All this and more in Friday's edition of Our Magazine with our wonderful and surprising woman of the hour, Jane Wyman. Today I can't talk with these things. Phooey. Help! Anybody home? Burp, burp, and Midoriya. Anyway, today we're going to have an early visit from the Halloween goblins. And what would this holiday be without our bewitching woman of the hour? Come in, my dear, Jane Wyman. Oh, look at you. Come, we're going to sit down.
All right.
I love your outfit.
Well, thank you. So do I.
Huh?
I'm trying
I like
to...
your little hat just perched up there.
I'm trying to balance everything, you
Yeah.
know. I have
Now,
my
you've
tricks
got the
and
treats, and I don't know. Do I have the tricks?
I hope so.
I don't know. Maybe our next guest. I think the treats, if they're not in the basket, it is our next guest. And they're about to be presented by someone who isn't the least bit frightening. Please welcome Morgan Brittany. Hi, Morgan.
Thank you.
How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Terrific. You know Jane?
Oh, yes. How are you?
Isn't this
fine.
fun?
You look wonderful. This is my favorite holiday, I must tell you, because you get to do so many
Do you
fantastic
still go out
things.
with Katie?
Katie is just now getting ready to go out. She's just now
Oh, I
2.
hadn't realized that.
Yes.
So she's really just got it all in front of her.
She sure does, and she's looking at all these little children with the costumes on and deciding what she wants to be.
Does she know what she wants to be yet?
I don't know. She's thinking about a fairy princess or, you know, something like that.
Yeah, keep her out of Western costume. That
Oh.
that's where our youngest wanted to go for the
really?
costume.
Right.
Fool you on this
What
dime
does she
store
want to
stuff.
be?
She wanted to be a ballet princess.
Oh.
So we had to go and rent the stuff, and it was just a nightmare.
But they love
She
it.
enjoyed
they
it.
do.
Yeah.
I love
They have such
Halloween
a
so
good
much,
time.
particularly for the children.
I
You
know it. I do, too.
Now, we're going to see some wonderful, wonderful patterns.
Yes, Butterick
that can be
has
made.
fabulous things now for children, and they're so easy to make. Even I can do it, and I can't sew at all.
I hadn't
But-
heard that.
Let me tell you, I'm terrible at sewing, but these Butterick patterns are great. You can start them on Saturday morning, and your kids can wear them Saturday night for Halloween, and we've got some of the cutest kids.
Great,
You're
let's
gonna
take a
love
look.
this. All right. Now, first, we have Tasha. Tasha is going to come out pretty soon.
There she is.
Here she comes. She's a little copycat, and she's a cool cat in plush fake fur for Halloween fun. You can make this for under $25.
Thank you, Tasha. Ooh.
She's so cute.
Who's next?
Next, we have Stephen, and Stephen is a little skeleton.
How do you know that's Stephen?
He's absolutely
can't find him
darling.
in there.
I know it. He's back from the grave, and he's ready to party. The bones are easy iron-on interfacing. And that's about under $15 to make. And now look at this.
Look, it's Morgan.
This is little Morgan, who's a cave girl. Her costume is made out of fake
isn't that
fur.
cute?
And it costs under $10, and you can make it in
I know.
less than an hour. Don't you love it?
Yeah. Where's Barney when you need him? Oh, that's wonderful.
Isn't that great? I got to tell you something. There is one safety tip we might mention for kids. With these Butterick patterns, they're so easy to make. But maybe you can go to the store and pick up some of that reflector tape and put it on the arms
That's
of
a
the
good
costume
idea.
or the back
Yeah.
of the costume. So if their kids get out in the street by accident, a car will see them. And, you know, the lady from Butterick said, good idea.
Yeah,
we
good
should
tip,
do
Morgan.
that.
Thank them
Yeah.
for us. Okay.
Okay, we have some more. All right, now we have Tasha again, who is the cutest little clown around. And you can make this for under $15 in bright satin colors. How cute.
Tasha, do you like that costume? I do, too.
You want to come over here and...
Yeah, we got to get a big red nose for you.
Yeah, we have to have a treat here. Which one
Here's
do you
the
like?
treat. Okay, and here's our next.
Next,
Model.
we have Steven. And Steven is a dinosaur. Dinosaurs are big these days, Gary. Let me tell you. Oh, you can
Smile,
make this with one of the Butterick patterns for under $15 in polyester cotton blend with felt spots.
Good. Like that costume.
Now look at that. You want to show him your tail? Want to turn around and show him your tail? Look at that.
Oh, isn't that cute? That's wonderful.
Oh,
It doesn't
that's
take too long to
great.
make these, does it,
No,
Morgan?
they can, like I said, you can do it
Yeah.
in no time.
Okay.
Come on
How about
over.
a treat?
Come on over
and have
get
a
little
treat. All right.
And you guys are going to love this.
Morgan.
Look at this. Is this the best?
Oh,
What is
Morgan
it?
is a gorilla.
Oh,
Morgan is a little gorilla.
I thought she was something that collects under the bed. What do they call those, Gusties?
I love it. She is made out of fake fur, and it costs under $45. But
Oh.
I must tell you, the banana's extra. You gotta
Oh,
go to
that
the
is
store and buy
so
that.
adorable. Come
Turn
on
back
over here,
around.
Morgan.
Come on, Morgan.
We'll
Turn
have a
back
little bit of
around.
treat.
Come
Now-
on over here and get your candy.
come over here, sweetheart.
Now,
There
Big
you
Morgan,
go.
are they still doing anything for grown-ups at all?
Oh,
I know
yeah.
these have been specially made.
These were specially made. These are children's Butterick patterns, and
Yeah.
they just made
There you
them
go.
big size for you guys. But mine is
a
the
little help
French-made costume for everybody's
There you go.
fantasy and
Uh-huh.
adult parties or whatever. Huh? That's here. Hang on to it if you want.
That's
It's
to
a
fight off
feather
cavemen.
vest.
And
They're a
dinosaurs.
dinosaur.
And clowns.
That's right.
Yeah. So you were
All of
saying, I mean, they don't make them specifically. You just sort of have to guess and enlarge a smaller pattern. Is that
Right,
it?
and what they do have, though, this one is an adult costume.
It
It's
is.
French-made. And then, of course, what I understand, the pièce de résistance,
Yes.
and the best costume going this year is Superman.
No kidding.
And I believe that you had it on.
Yeah, let's take a look.
There it is.
Oh, holy smokes. Look at those baggy skivvies.
I don't know about that, Gary.
Thank you, Morgan, and thanks to Butterick, and thank you,
you.
kids, very
All
much for
right.
being our models today. We'll
Thanks,
take a
kids.
short pause, and we'll be back with our bewitching woman of the hour, Jane Wyman. Stay with us. 3 minutes and 5 seconds. That is a long kiss.
Tell me.
Who was your co-star?
Regis Toomey.
Regis Toomey.
Yeah.
Well, what was the reason for the long kiss?
Well, it was in the show, but then the publicity department thought we'd make a big thing out of it, so we just stared at each other for 3 minutes.
Oh, just lip to lip and
lip to lip, you know.
and just stared at each other.
Just stared at each other.
How much fun.
You
No
know.
one's ever tried to equal that sense, I suppose, or have they?
I don't know. I wish they would.
Yeah,
Then
listen.
we wouldn't have to talk about it anymore.
When you started at the top of the show and I came out, I mentioned, you know, you're so wonderful to be around in person, but on Friday nights, you can
Oh.
be absolutely ruthless, and it seems like you're even more so this season. I mean, how...
Well, no, I don't think so, Gary.
Well, now, wait a minute. Is this Angela talking, or is this Jane talking?
Gosh, I forgot.
Yeah. No, but she, I mean, how
Well, she
how
handles
bad
her
can
own
she
case.
get?
You know, she's very manipulative,
Yes.
as you well know, because you spent all that lovely time with us up in Napa. So
Yeah, I had
you
a
know,
great time when we went up there
we
and
really
interviewed
did.
several
We
cast
enjoyed
members.
having you so much. But she's got all kinds of facets. I mean, sometimes she's very humble, and then other times she's so angry, and then she's manipulating somebody over here, or she's trying to get her own way. That's what she really wants, is to get her own way about her family and the vineyards. I mean, that's her life.
Yeah, now you said I'm not quite sure whether it's Miss Channing or Miss Wyman talking. So let's take a
I
look.
was having so much fun with the kids. I know that's me.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at a moment from
All
Falcon
right,
Crest,
all right.
and we'll see who is who.
Yes.
Figures.
Well, I thought he'd never leave.
Well, what can I do for you?
I want Richard hurt badly.
Mrs. Channing.
Well, not physically, just financially. And I want you to help me do it.
We leave it at that. What kind of response do you get from the public? What kind of mail do you get, comments?
Oh,
so
we
forth?
get all kinds of mail, a lot of it. And believe it or not, a lot from young people. Could you believe that?
I happen to run across 20 things you never knew about Jane Wyman. Some of them I'm not sure I wanted to know, but this really got to me. In The Yearling, she played Ma Baxter, a simple country woman forced to shoot, as we those of us that saw the picture, a young deer eating her poor family's crops. Maureen, your daughter, then 5, refused to speak to you for several days after seeing the film.
It was almost a week.
Here's a clip.
Yeah, she wouldn't come near me.
Oh, boy. I still remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
marvelous.
powerful film.
It was. It really was. Clarence
Yeah.
Brown directed that.
Any end to all this with you and Falcon Crest? I mean, do you see a point at which you'd like to do something else?
I don't think so. I mean, if I can get through all of this,
Yeah,
you know.
retirement just isn't in your vocabulary, is it?
No, it isn't really, Gary. I like to work.
Well, we're sure glad you do. And a little later on the show, we're going to meet someone who's an awfully good friend of yours for, 40-plus years.
Right.
And retirement isn't in his vocabulary
No,
either.
no.
We'll do that. But right now, coming... Ahoy, Jane.
Ahoy!
This is beautiful.
Isn't it magnificent?
Yeah, and we have the gentleman who made it.
I want you to meet him right now. May I introduce Bill Rooser?
Hi, Bill.
Gary Collins.
How are you?
And all of our lovely audience out
Nice to see you. I said you and Jane have known each other for some years. How many
Quite a
years have you known
few.
each other?
Since 1938, if you can count backwards.
Well, I'm going to trust Karen Cadle. 48 years.
That's
How's that
good.
sound?
That's good.
What a
That's
nice
good.
friendship.